Hey friends, happy Saturday. Welcome to my house. We're gonna do another edition of Self-Care Saturday. So I have a few things on the agenda. I just got up and it's kind of late, but it's been a long week and I was tired, and yeah, I usually couch up on Saturday because every other day of the week I have something going on. So welcome to Self-Care Saturday again. So this morning I'm gonna start off with a little yoga. I've actually been looking to incorporate yoga more into my routine because I want to get like, I don't know, I want to get like strong, like one of those yogi strongs where it's like I can lift my whole body weight and I'm ripped, but like ripped in like a yoga way. So I'm starting from the basics. So I use Yoga Glow. I love the program. You get so many different teachers and styles. It's about 4,000 different classes. And so I'm going to take a class right now. I've been really focusing on vinyasa. So this should be interesting. So I just got done with yoga. It's funny because, again, with yoga, I think the reason I kind of like backed off for a long time was because I couldn't find the right teacher. And I love how with Yoga Glow, like, you really have a lot of different options. So I actually had started one class with one teacher, and then I was like, I'm not vibing with her vibes. And so I went back to someone who I really enjoy. And so, yeah, I love the flexibility of that, and I'm glad that it's encouraging me to push myself. And my intention today was grace. I love that word, and I love I need more grace with myself in this season, in all seasons and in life. You know, it's a lot easier for us to like expect for God to have grace with us. Like, we're like, okay, God gives us grace. You know, if we mess up, he's always there. He loves us. But I think it's a lot harder for us to have grace with ourselves. And so I definitely didn't do as well as I wanted to do today, but I have grace that, you know, consistency and continuing is gonna yield results. To start, I have some sweet potatoes. I'm gonna slice them up in my food processor. I'm gonna add some of those ingredients so we shall have some fun. So they almost look like carrots, but they're actually sweet potatoes once they're sliced. So I let mine cook down with a little coconut oil and vegetable stock, and it looks amazing. I like to let it get a little crispy, a little burnt on it, but it tastes really good so far. So this, friends, is the finished product. It kind of looks like pancakes, but not really. But it's the sweet potato, and I just added some seeds, berries, and a little raw honey. So friends, I was shooting a few of the pictures for the recipe because I don't like to waste food, y'all. It's expensive trying to be like a food blogger and buy food because it gets a lot. So I try not to waste whatever I cook for myself for the week. I try to shoot too so that I am not wasting. But this right here, friends, is so freaking good. I'll post a link for the wellness guide that will have this recipe, but it's like, I love it because it's like eating pancakes. That's what it's like. It's like eating pancakes, and it is so yummy. It's so good. So good. So yeah, if you want pancakes but you're trying to be healthy, this recipe right here is amazeballs. And then I ended up drizzling some sunflower seed spread in addition to the seeds, because that spread is just so, I just live for it. So you get like a higher protein content, and yeah, I just live for it. So check this out. I used some authentic chai that my friend actually got me from India. I mixed it with about 1/4 cup of almond milk, vanilla, and I put some brown coconut sugar. Super good. I'm not gonna eat this now because those sweet potatoes actually make me pretty full. So what I am gonna do now is actually go do my hair. So I'm actually gonna straighten it a bit. I know, like, I love my curls, but I don't necessarily love the haircut that I just got. It's kind of like heavy and I don't like what it's doing. So I've actually been like straightening it with like a blow dryer, or even like doing one pass of the flat iron, because I just don't like it, friends. So yeah, say goodbye to this. And then also because my hair, it's growing a lot and I'm not complaining, but I just feel like I haven't found the right product. And because I don't have a lot of time like I used to, could like do my wash and go with like the products that I use, and it would be curly and cute, but it'd be wet. So then I would use a diffuser or sit under the dryer. So since my hair is so heavy now and it's so much of it, doing a diffuser and sitting under the dryer is an additional like half an hour onto my daily routine. And so I haven't quite figured it out yet, because I usually have to leave out to work with like wet hair because it's not all the way dry. And I find that when I actually take the time to like dry my hair completely, the curls last for like 5 days, versus when I just let it just go when it's like wet, those curls probably only last for like 2 days at max. So I'm kind of in a transition with my hair. I'm still trying to figure it out, but for today I am going to straighten. And one of the things I do is I use heat protective stuff, and like I said, I try not to put so much direct heat on it. When I do blow dry, I do allow all the steam to come out. So that's something a lot of people don't do. They'll just blow dry their hair till it's kind of like straightish. What I do is allow all the steam and moisture to come out of your hair, because then it's going to be a nicer finished product. So these are the products that I'm using on my hair. I have this heat protecting spray, also another heat guard. This is Tresemme, this is Chi. This is the Alba coconut milk shampoo. And then I've been using this Hask. I don't love the keratin protein one, but I do love these little packets for like deep conditioning. So yeah, those are my hair products. So friends, I'm gonna use this little blow dryer comb thing to kind of go through 4 sections with the heat protectant spray on it, and then I'm gonna flat iron it, like just do one pass through it. Like I said, I try not to over fry my hair, so that's the way I'm able to keep my curls intact, is a lot of heat protection and not a lot of heat. Friends, so I'm here at one of my favorite restaurants, Veggie Heaven, and I'm going to be meeting my friend Jasmine for lunch today. Hey darling! This is some vegan sushi. We have Jamaican roll, avocado roll, and a rainbow roll. Hey friends, so I had a great time catching up with a friend. Check out the car seat, it's for my nephew, if anyone is wondering what that is there for. But yeah, it was really good to catch up with my friend. And now I think I'm either gonna go to the bookstore or go back home and work. But I've been trying to read more fiction, just to get those like creative juices flowing. So I think I might go head to Barnes & Nobles and get some books. I didn't end up getting the 2 books that I put in the video, but I did get some other books, and I will share them with you. I'm trying to read more fiction, so let me preface it by saying that. I read a lot of nonfiction. I read a lot of theology. I read a lot of articles, biography, and I don't know, I'm just more inspired by real life, but I'm trying to read more fiction because being a creative and putting just courses and programs and everything together, I think that fiction definitely gives you a lot of help on that. So the first book that I got is The Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane. I put this into the Amazon, like where you can take the picture of the barcode, and it got a lot of great reviews, and it sounds interesting, and I love learning about different cultures. So this book takes place in all over, but mostly it's about Chinese culture. I got this book, The Story of My Life. It is not actually a book, but more so a journal that, you know, gives you different things to journal about. So describe your first big disappointment. How well did you know your extended family, cousins, aunts, and uncles? List their names, how you're related, and the roles in your childhood. So it kind of like gives you cool things to journal about, and I think that's really interesting. Top 10 time, list your favorite foods and drinks that your parents made. Go into as much detail about each one as you can. So yeah, this book seems really cool. I think I love to journal, so I'm gonna be really excited about going through this. And then the last book, I showed 2 books from one of my favorite authors, Paulo Coelho. He's actually a fiction author that I have been like reading books from him throughout the years. So I got this book, The Fifth Mountain, and it's basically like, it's a book that's based off of the biblical story of Elijah and Jezebel. And so it's when he flees from Jezebel for that time and kind of like what happens. And so I think that's a really fascinating story. I know I've heard a lot of sermons about that story, like how at one point he's like owning it on the top of the mountain, having this amazing experience where God like works through him, and then the next he's like terrified and running from Jezebel. So I think it'll be interesting to see his take on that story because it's one that I know, and he is a great writer. So friends, I am about to put on my PJs and curl up with those books that I just showed you, one of them. I'm so pumped that you got to share this self-care Saturday with me, and I would like to know from you if you have a specific question, comment, you want to see something from my life, you want me to explain something, let me know in the questions and I'll try to cover it on the next vlog. But thanks for bearing with me. You know, I'm new to vlogging. I don't even know if my life is that interesting, but I thought I would share because